No, that looks like a advertisement board. The most discussed topic after the launch of Sisters of Parvos is of course the hunting of sisters and getting their weapons, their ephemera. But the spawning of sister has bothered me since the beginning, not because I do not have the Granum coins, but because of the Granum void killing has put a wall in front before any sister can spawn. So let's look at what I have done to overcome the wall and the build I use. Almost all weapons spawning nowadays, if you are aiming for the damage type, the correct damage type, the recommendation will always end up with toxin. Of course, if you are aiming for the ephemera instead, then of course you can try all kinds of progenitor frames. But if you are to spawn toxin, there are only that few viable options. I'm using Sarin because that's one of the proper build frames that I have. There are people using Atlas, Cora. Don't use the wrong frame or else it will spawn a wrong damage type for your Tenet weapon. Good news is that if you have spawned a wrong one, you can always fix that when later on you try to fuse and upgrade the damage percentage. CE informed that they have added an option to change or to choose when you do the fusing. I haven't tried my fusing yet, so I wouldn't be sharing that here. I'm now farming my second Tenet Tetra, the all new nuke weapon, a room cleaning weapon. Bring the right frame for the right damage type. Bring a weapon that can take down the mission objective. In this case, I would go for capture mission in Pluto. You can of course go for any type of mission that you like, but capture mission is the one with the least constraint, provided you have a weapon that can deal enough damage to take down the objective and keep yourself alive. Also, you may need to take down the, what is that called? The tax collector, the fellow who dropped the coin in Copper's spaceship mission. So make sure you have a weapon that can output enough damage to does the trick. My previous round I used my Auguries, my fully built Auguries, this one, but I am to try with a half-cooked Tetra because it seems that the Tetra is able to provide enough damage for a normal high-level star chart mission. Don't mind about this one, this is just for rank up. So the right frame. The next thing is you have the choice of using a Zoris as your melee. Zoris is given for free as one of the weapon. As I check and research on the internet, it seems that if you are not a Zoris user, you can still hunt down or make the kill in the Granum Void with this minimal build. But I have yet to be able to pull off the explosion, so good luck trying, and feel free to feedback how you do the AoE explosion in the Granum Void to take down enemies in the group. Zoris is a viable alternative because then it means that you can use any frame that you desire to generate any damage type that you like. But this is not the only way. There's an easier way if you have well-built Archguns, and that is the approach that I use. I try with my Marcelon. It doesn't kill it fast enough, but if you have good aims, I reckon you may still able to kill fast enough. Then it triggers me that if you use Larkspur, it actually chain the enemies. And I happen to have a properly built Larkspur, even with a ribbon on it. Not the best I can get, but I think this will suffice. And that's what I bring in. The last one, I took it in with corrosive damage. Now I'm swapping to viral to see what is the outcome. And this, it seems, is able to provide enough damage to take down the Granum Void enemies. You only need to reach rank 1. So the chaining will help. Just shoot at the direction where they are coming in crowd of 2 to 3. And 25 is not hard to hit. Of course, it takes some practice. I wasted my coin like twice, and after that, I think it was full smooth sailing, hitting at least rank 1. And once you hit rank 1, the sister will spawn. more to that later when we actually do the spawning. Highly recommend you to go solo mode or friends only, invite only, because you don't want to compete with others who are also trying to spawn the sister. So I'll go on my own, solo mode. You can start with any mission with a linear spaceship. After the reward of the tile set, all these spaceship will have the golden hand that allows you to go into the Granum void. But do yourself a favor, if you are in steel path mission, turn it back to the original normal system, and you'll see that the enemy can be very low level. It will be very easy for you to navigate through the tile set again and again to farm, and it will also help you in terms of taking down the tax collector or whatever that calls, the fellow who dropped the coin. However, these are long missions, so if you have viable weapons, the better or easier option is Pluto, Hydra. Just do a normal capture mission with level 30-ish enemies. They are not that hard to take down at level 30. Once you spawn into the map, always take note of your surrounding. Look at your mini map. Right, try to recognize where is the location of the golden hands. In many cases, the golden hand appears at the beginning of the mission. You usually don't want to waste your time come back just to look for the hand. So while you're on your way out, take note of where the hand is located. Do your mission as in the capture mission, then only come back. See, as I expected, a half-cooked Tetra can take down the objective. One other reason why I take Sarin is because of how easy she is to take down the enemies. Because before you enter the Granum Void, you will be asked to take down enemies, clear the surrounding before you can enter. I was kicking myself for selling off the Tetra Refund from random row, but who would guess the junk weapon will become a new weapon. This Sarin build actually has infused with Gloom, and Gloom, to be frank, helps a lot when you are in the Granum Void. Did I miss the hand? Yeah, there's one. So while no one is around, head in. Previously I thought we need to farm for the coins or the so-called Zenith Granum crown, but in fact you don't need to worry, or you don't need to have a whole lot of those coins. You just need to go in and come out. When the taxpayer spawn, you can get your taxpayer kill them, and he'll drop the coin as a refund for you, and you are entering this for free. So once go in, launch your Archgun, cast your Gloom, and chain your kill. Generally aim at the direction where they spawn in crowd, let it reload, so it is really not that hard. So my goal has been met, and all you need is just rank 1, and there our Copper's Treasurer has spawned. Continue to use your Archgun to take him down, cast your Gloom if you want to make him run slow-mo. I'm wrong. Okay, get your coin refund. The treasurer will spawn in the 5 minutes mark, so if you stay in long enough, you get him. Head to your sister spawn. So even if you don't spawn your correct weapon type, you are still good, because there's nothing that you have lost. Not this one. So if it's not this one, make sure you don't just quit. Of course you can quit, but if you quit, you won't get your coin as a reward or refund. Head to extraction, rinse and repeat. You can only do once for the Granum Void entering. So after you've done your 1 round, all these hands will be turned around and you can't enter anymore. So you have to extract and restart. Repeating it on the Pluto capture mission, Hydra. Once you spawn again, take note of the golden hand. That's where you want to come back to. Always complete your mission first, because otherwise your objective may run away, and once they run off, you fail your mission. Now you can start looking for your hands, or retrace back your old route to find your hand. So Tetra is a good and viable weapon. I could imagine that they may fix the 0 fallout, but even with the fixing, I think it will still be good. Some say it's ammo hungry, but with the primary Merciless, you are actually doing okay with the double ammo capacity. You of course need the ammo mutations and whatnot, but that's expected for a gun that operates in this mechanism, emptying the whole magazine in one shot. A treasurer is here. Slow-mo. So Gloom actually helps a lot in this sister or Kuwa Lich farming. Not only when you spawn them, but also when you are hunting down the Murmur, filling up your gauge as the second stage. I don't see the hands, I may have missed that. Let's hope that near the exit we will get it. We have gotten the coin. This is how things get tricky when you run out of ammo. Oh, I forgot to pick up my coin. This is where things get annoying when you just can't find the hand. Did they forgot to spawn the hand? Who trace back and no hands? Huh. DE, can you explain this? So if you don't get the hand, it's actually faster to just quit the mission and restart than retrace back, as it will waste a lot of time. Usually it spawns at corner like this, the hand. Can't believe it. Yeah, here you are. Since you have killed the treasurer, entering it won't cost you your Granum coin, because you get refunded from the treasurer, or you will be, depends on where the location this hand is. Prepare for your Archgun spawning, turn on Gloom to slow them down, and aim at the general direction where the crowd appears. Let Larkspur do the job for you. Is that easy? No jumping, no hopping, no hiding in the corner. Just shoot. General aim and shoot. Okay, I've hit the mark. Barely. Alright, so since I've done the killing, the sister will spawn. In the normal mission, if the golden hand is located near the initial spawning point, the treasurer will appear in the mid or 1/3 towards the end of your mission extraction point. But now, after this late into the game, I'm not sure how the spawning pattern will look like. May need to retrace back. Like the spawning is not happening. Let's not waste the time. Let's repeat. So when you use the hand towards the end of the extraction point, you get difficulty of spawning your sister. This is why it is important. If you have a hand at your spawning point, always go back to that. It gives ample time for the sisters to spawn, and I may still be wasting time tracing that back to the extraction point, and no spawning may happen. Try to avoid that. Yep, the coin wasted, or should I say time wasted, won't spawn. This is like the second round with no spawn already. So this could be quite a boring process if you have certain weapon type that you aim for. I'd rather spend time collecting murmurs than rerunning this capture mission or whatever mission type that you choose. So for this round, I took a Aka Plasmo Tenet version. You can't always get what you want, but whatever you comes into, might as well take it, because otherwise it takes another hour just to farm something you want. It took me 1 hour to get to this Aka Plasmo. The rest are, I can probably call it junk. Folks who wonder how I launched my Larkspur so fast, it's no secret. You can do it too. Always make good use of your gear view and your hotkey mapping. I map mine to all the function keys, all this, all the way to 12, F12. How you do it? Go into options, key bindings, map to the gear hotkey, and once you're in the mission, just press it. It can be your Archwing launcher, it can be your care drive, it can be tranquilizer, and of course the Archgun. For the Murmur hunting, I will highly recommend do only public matches. Of course, if you have your own squad, go for the squad. Do not ever go solo, because it will take quadruple the time. It's not worth it. Time is more valuable than anything else in this game. In fact, the reason why DE created all these contents, all these grindings, is to buy your time. So spend your time wisely, do only public mission, or form a squad of 4 from friends or clanmates. I will use Wukong for the grinding purpose, and again that is a Wukong Gloom build. I'll bring my Cronon as well. Just leave these two as is. I think this is good enough for the Murmur farming. Nothing else need to change. Once the sister is spawned, you will see this here. You can come in and change or replenish your Requiem. I've seen recommendation of helping with a shortcut in figuring out the correct combination, the mastermind game, using the old Requiem on the first slot. So let's try how fast this can be. Oh, she's trying to show her face. Another city, 26%. No ephemera. Blue tinted notes. You need about 2 to 3 rounds of missions to your murmur gauge. I prefer extermination or capture. Survival when you need the long stay to fill the gauge or have the sister or lich spawns for your kill to test out your combination. And yes, when you do your public match, your murmur gauge will fill up according to what your other squad mate has already done in the mission. So free murmur gauge for you. So why would you do it solo? I just don't get it. If you have bad internet, join others instead of hosting it on your own. That's all you need to do. Not enough damage. So 1 hour to spawn the weapon type you want. Another 1 hour to open up and kill the sister or your Kuva Lich. So running with the half-cooked Tetra, do I look like I'm short of ammos? I think the straightforward answer is no. Of course you need a full rank 5 primary merciless to make sure you have big enough ammo pool. And those things, the price are dropping if you can afford it. Otherwise just farm it. I have another video telling this, and the comment below has an even easier way of doing it. So farm it. That will take you some 10 hours of work, at least for me, but I think the outcome is worth it. The moment I come in, my gauge is already 1/3 full. Yup, apart from the city spawning RNG, I think the new flow is friendlier than before, but the spawning still sucks. Now I'm swapping the old location, testing out this one as whether it can be the first one. The good thing about the wool is that it's not consumed until you do the final kill. Make sure you click and check, because in this case sabotage may not be sabotage for the sister missions. This in turn is a defense mission, and rescue is a exterminate mission. So make sure you check the mission type before you fulfill it. Another one has unlocked. Another extermination mission hidden under defection. So do check the mission type. Don't dismiss it too easily. And another, oh, I got lucky. This is the second one I gotten. So with that, the second stage is done. Taking down the sister, but she would flee to a railjack mission as indicated just now. Now all we need to do is to go to your railjack maps and look for one that has this marking. Go in. Once you choose the planet that has the marking, you would go into these special missions to take down the sister or the Kuva Lich. Yes, the Kuva Lich also now takes the same method of taking down, and depends on the number of players you have and the number of turns you got. In this case I am player 4, so my sister will spawn the 4th. So this guy's in the middle of nowhere is the one with the spawn at in the tile set for that special mission. That's your stage 3. So the red marking, that is the sister for the first player or the host. Help them out to take down. Mine will be at the 4th. No need for any Requiem mods. You just kill and decide whether you want to vanish or convert. This is my Gloom build with a lower strength, and thus the slowing down effect is not so intense. Yes, you can use your Necromech as well to do the takedown. So multiple means of doing it. Wait for the next marking and we are heading there. I'm wasting ammo. Let's head to that. More house to kill. The half-cooked Tetra does not have enough power to take down a mini-boss like that. Don't fall into the map. Oh no. Third player. The slowdown effect could be higher. But anyhow, we are doing the killing. Come take your sister. Now my turn. Banana FedEx. The animation is blocking the wording. Like every time. They should move that animation. So after the 4th sister is killed or converted, you still need to wait for the indicator to turn into the exit point. And now people flying like headless fly. Oh, someone found it. Or is it? So then, time to extract. Having a Wukong helps you extract that much faster than the rest. But you still need to wait for them to come before you can warp back to the railjack. At which point, railjack will declare the mission complete and head back dojo. So that's the general flow. 3 stage. The second and third stage took me 41 minutes. The first stage took me 1 hour, as in to roll the dice on the weapon type. Oh nice, and I got the ephemera. And once you've gotten the thing, it will deliver to you in a mailbox. And you need to collect it from your foundry. Buy your own slot before you can do that. So make sure you have enough platinums for the slots. Ephemera though, I think that is a completed build. Let's check. So appearance, attachment, yep, it's a ready build. Ephemera. No, that looks like a advertisement board. Nah. So I've done all that in a half-cooked Tenet Tetra. This is the Tenet Tetra build. The primary merciless make a difference here due to this additional ammo, better reload speeds, and of course the damage stacking. I added in Firestorm for the additional blast to clear the room. Some claim that galvanized mode set is not functioning well on projectile weapons. I think we can go for another round, just rinse and repeat. So that's how I farm my sister, and the same process apply for Kuva Lich. Although Kuva Lich is easier, you can just go in to any high level mission like Setna, Adero, and do the extermination. Towards the 1/3 or half of the mission, the Lich candidate will spawn. That's where you can do your dice rolling to choose your weapon type. Make sure you bring in the right frame for the damage type or ephemera that you desire. If you find this helpful, if you have watched to this point, please leave your like, share and subscribe to show your support to create useful content and share some of the experience and learn together. So until the next video, see you and take care.